I will be content in every circumstance. Child, you know. That's the word for this season. After going 2 weeks without a physical phone and facing the basbos of all the limitation it brings, I'm grateful to God that I'm able to get my SIM back and getting a better phone also. Thanks for always checking up, guys. I'm grateful. Hi guys, it's so great to be back here again because damn, I've missed the space. I wasn't available for quite a while. Yeah, because life happens, right? So I was offline for a while because of the loss of my phone. Yeah. That wasn't expected actually. Nobody plans for loss, nobody plans for challenges, right? But it's just normal side of life. Constant. As life keep going, there are two constants. Number one is opportunity and number two is challenges. This one just hits me that I was like, not even chill. First month of the year, right? So life lately, yeah, all about the loss of my phone. At the moment I least expected, and also experiences I learned because of that, how I was able to go through that phase, the things that unlocked to me of that experience, all I've come to share it. So it happened on the 9th of January. As a twin mom, right? That day my husband was quite ill, so on normal day both of us go to drop the children because it's not one, they are two and they are toddlers, right? So we go to drop them, but that day was strong. Yeah, let me use the word strong. He was quite strong and he couldn't go, so I was like, okay, no problem, got to, I'll do it, and prepared for them and all. I used boats. So when I booked the ride, I needed to check a particular app because this group I joined, whereby we track our steps, right? We step tracker. We look at how much we exercise when it comes to taking steps and all, right? I just had to check my step first that morning, and then I got into the ride, and somehow there was traffic on, like 2 minutes to their school. There was traffic, so the traffic lasted for about close to 3-4 minutes, and I was concerned. I was like, oh, we are even almost there, that can you just end the trip, let me just get that one, take them there. So when he ended the trip and I needed to pay him and all, that was when the traffic knew that it was going to start moving, and I was like, I needed to be fast because when I put them into the car, I used the seat belt for the two of them. So removing the seat belts, carrying their lunchbox and everything, I didn't know that my phone was not inside the cross bag I was carrying, because whenever I'm doing runs, school runs or anything, I'm always with a cross bag that have my phone inside, because I know it's very easy for me to lose track of the phone, because I'm always using my two hands, using one for one child and the other one for the second child and maybe any other thing that they are carrying. So I always ensure that whenever I go out, I'm always with a bag, like something I can strap around my body and all. So all my mind was the phone was inside the bag. And when we alighted, when we got to school, I changed their shoes and filled in the logbook. And when I was about going back, I realized I needed to get something from the pharmacy. So I just took my phone, let me check the name of the drug and all, and the phone was like, look for me. I was surprised, like, oh, I thought it was here. So I went back inside the school and asked the lady who received the children from me that, sorry, when I was cleaning their shoe, maybe my phone, maybe I left the phone on the tray. And she was like, no, I went there, I checked, the phone wasn't there. Where I filled the book, the phone wasn't there. So where can the phone be? Then I remembered, oh, the boat, oh my God. And there was no way I could even say, okay, let me check my mail, or let me check whatever to see the boat ride, because the phone was the phone I used to book the ride. So I needed to get home first. Number one, I could not go to the pharmacy, because if I go to the pharmacy, how will I pay? I wasn't on cash, right? So I needed to get back home and use my husband's phone. So immediately I got home, I told him, and he was like, oh my god, I would have followed you. So I started blaming myself. I was like, please don't blame yourself. This has happened, let's look for the way out. So we logged into my Gmail, got the right details. But number one thing we did was to contact Bolt and tell them that so and so, I forgot my phone in the Bolt ride, that they should get in contact with the driver. You understand? Because we felt that that's the way to be done. Even if we had the Bolt details, we had the company that the Bolt driver was working with, but there wasn't any number there. So we felt that Bolt would be able to at least contact the driver, right? But that was the mistake we made, because we later realized that we should have called the company themselves instead of waiting for Bolt, because Bolt support didn't even do anything. They were just telling us to go to the police. We're like, police of all people, don't you have access to these people, even the management that the guy works with and all? But as at then, it was already like 4 hours later before Bolt told us to get in contact with our local authority. So that was when we now called the agency that the driver was working with, because there wasn't any phone number for us to reach the driver. But then when we called the agency, they told us that the guy had dropped the car and had closed for the day. Okay, please help us call him, ask him so and so, because it's very easy for, I know it's very, very easy for him to remember me, because it was a dramatic trip. Rushing inside the car with twins and coming out with twins and everything. I knew he would remember me within how many hours, right? So when we discussed everything with the people that with the person that picked the call, we told them the name of the driver, and they said okay, they'll get back to us. And thankfully they got back to us with the number of the driver. And so we called the driver. The driver said, sorry, he didn't see any phone. Oh, you didn't see any phone? Okay, no problem. So we called the agency back, and they said that they have a camera in the car. So when they did their findings and all, they said they are sorry that the camera didn't capture the rear part where I sat down. So there's no way they could have seen what happened, if indeed the phone was there, or if indeed the next person who booked the ride was the one that took the phone. And I was so heartbroken, and I had to go to the local authority to report. And when I went there, they asked me several questions, like what I've already discussed with you guys, like telling you where I booked the ride, happened, and everything, the name of the driver, the agency, and everything. And they wrote a report, thinking that with all those information they would call me, and at least they would take it up from there, go to the agency and do whatever, because I felt that their policing system would be way better than where I come from. But I will tell you, I'm honestly very disappointed with their police system here, because it looks like they really don't do much to third country nationals. Because how will I come and tell you that, oh, I lost my phone here, and all you just do is just to write a report and tell me that if I find the phone I should come back to the station to tell them. And I was like, if I could find the phone, will I come to you in the first instance? But I just felt that maybe they would do their own underground check and make it possible for me to be able to find the phone and all. But then a week passed, nothing happened. I didn't get called, because I dropped the phone number that they could reach me in case they saw the phone. I didn't get called. I went back there again, and this time I went back with the fact that I somehow have somebody who wants to help me track the phone, and if he tracks it, it's not going to be possible for me to be able to go to the place where he tracked it without maybe a search warrant, or without a kind of letter from the local authority, because who does that? You cannot just go somewhere and say my phone is here, you understand? But they told me that they are sorry, that it's a lost item. They can't attach it to a criminal activity because it wasn't stolen. Who does that? The system here, I would say that in a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate them 2, because I was honestly very disappointed. Because Later, I was able to find the location of the phone after I got a new phone. Yeah, I was able to find the location of the phone after I was able to recover my iCloud, and I went back to them with the information, with even the specific address where the phone location brought out. And guess what they told me? They told me that I should go to the nearest police station close to that place and plead with them if they can follow me. I'm like, plead with them? I don't get. Is it not something that they should, even if they can't follow me, at least they should give me a note to be able to go there and show them a search warrant? Because if location system is telling me that my phone is here, I cannot just go there and go and look for my phone without a search warrant. So I believe the local authority should be able to give me a search warrant if they can't follow me there. But they told me that I should plead with them. I was like, oh, I honestly know where this is coming from, because it's obvious that because I'm a third country national, if a Maltese came in there to tell them, like discuss with them in their language, I'm sure they would follow the person or give the person a search warrant. I was honestly so disappointed, because I kind of expected more from them. But then we're still in the process, right? And I'll let you know how it goes, because this case, I will get that phone and I'll get that search warrant from them if they don't follow me there. Because who does that? How will I come to you telling you that the location of my phone is here? You were in the whole scene from the very beginning when it was lost, and I went extra mile to get the location of the phone, and how will you tell me to just go there without any search warrants? I'll let you guys know how it's good, because if my phone is there, I'll go look for it, because my SIM card is very important. Yeah. And then one thing I forgot to mention was that the phone that was lost housed my Nigerian SIM card that I used for my NIN. I get OTPs from and everything. So it's not a phone that I would just want to just let go like that, because if I have to do anything that has to do with all those NIN and whatever, they will send OTP to that phone number, and how will I be able to get the OTP when I don't have access to that phone? So normally getting another phone wasn't even an issue, but getting that SIM card, because I can't do retrieval of SIM if I'm not in the country, except recently when I got to know that MTN SIM card can be retrieved by proxy, and looking at the document that was stated there, it's so much of a process. But to the beautiful side of surviving 3 weeks without a phone in this generation, I would say that I was actually surprised at how everything turned out, right? I was surprised, and this experience kind of opened my eyes to the fact that it is not what you do now. It is not what you do now that matters, but what you've been doing before. The foundation you've been laying before, that's what will carry you in trying times. That's what will carry you when things are really not the way you expect. Because normal me, if it was you don't have a phone and you probably need your phone for almost everything. You can't go out without a phone, because if you need both, if you need to book a ride, you need a phone. If you need to catch a bus, where in this country where I am, you need a phone. Except you have to be doing it manually, like checking the in the bus station the time whereby the bus will come and all, and you can't always rely on that, right? So surviving those weeks of not having a phone just made me realize that the foundation I've been setting on choosing to be joyful regardless of whatever comes my way is really potent. I just somehow felt like I'll survive, right? At least my husband has a phone, I have access to it, I can do whatever I need to do using this for a while, right? So I didn't carry it on my face. I didn't allow it to affect me much, and it helped me. It helped me in seeing other opportunities that I would not have seen if I was moody, or if I allowed it to affect the way I would have done, right? Because even that period, I was thinking that, so how will I post? So when most of my pictures, almost everything that I use for my content are on my phone. But I just looked at it that my husband has a phone. Content ideas will come, and really during that period, I got some really amazing content ideas that I wouldn't even have imagined. My twins were just like dropping content back to back, and if you notice, I was posting more on Instagram, and that period was just more of posting about them, what they did at home, telling stories about about life with them and all. And I was amazed. I edited using my husband's phone. And I was still able to at least pull through on Instagram a bit during that period. Another amazing thing that happened during that period was I got a new job. Yeah, I got a new job during the 3 weeks of not having the phone. You see, how did that happen? This God that you're serving, eh? It's really, really amazing.